Hello, it's been a little while. Senpai showcased my season 13 character yesterday, and I wanted to. Somebody mentioned in the chat that I used to make cool videos, so I had to look back. It's been over a year, so used to is a fair assessment, and that was enough to bring me back to this one. I wanted to go a little bit more in depth into what this necromancer looks like. I think Senpai properly showcased the power of it for high level tier 3 mapping, but I wanted to explain a little bit more of the like kind of rationale and theory behind it, show the snapshotting gear as well, and then do a demo. So this is him. We've got the centered around basically the Nether Crux wand to have the extra mages plus to revive. This is a skeleton mages and elemental revives build using the um, Trevinsel vampire lords. So Sacred Totem is the other item. So you have four extra revives and two extra mages, a bunch of runes in the Sacred Totem for survivability, magic find in the wand right now. And then the rest of the gear, basically the philosophy for this build is to prioritize survivability over trying to like stack magic find or crazy overpowered damage like can happen or can be the temptation in summoner builds is to just more power, or more magic find. The goal is to have enough power to clear effectively, and then the rest be focused on sustainability and survivability. So I hopefully don't die very often. That I think sometimes the bias of PD2 players, especially softcore PD2 players, is to just try to max out whatever the sheet damage says and assume that that will equal clear speed. Whereas being able to like telestomp into a pack with enough power is over time more effective. So I'm not like a map speedrunner trying to chase a particular time. I'm trying to get as many maps in per hour efficiently and stress-free mapping as possible. So the rest of the gear it totals up to 185 replenish life. There's Dole runes in the helmet, Dole runes in the +1 Trang armor. You'll also note that Trang armor is upped to Shadow Plate for more defense, paired with Sigurd Staunch because I'm investing the strength anyway. Replenish life on this as well. Replenish life on the gloves. These are worn for the 20 faster cast rate, the cold resist as well, and the +2 to curses. This build does use, I'll go over the full skills in a minute, but does use lower resist, so the +2 helps with that as well. The boots are Marrow Walk, pretty straightforward for a skeleton build. It's got the O skill mastery on it, replenish life on these as well. And then the rings, there's one Bulkathos with Life Slam, and then the other is a fast cast rate to hit the 30 FCR Breakpoint Life Mana, Resist, PLR, Magic Find on that. And the Amulet is the best I've got so far. This slot has definitely a lot of room for improvement, but this is using the Vampiric Craft. The Vampiric Amulets, Dole Rune, Perfect Skull, and a Jewel. You get base curse duration reduction. Mana Leech is not necessary, but Rep Life comes on it. So 20 to 30 from the craft roll. And then I've been rolling a bunch of these to try to get one that has plus the Necromancer skills and also rolls the Replenish Life affix. So you can see the total on the amulet's 49. In all, that adds up to 185. Um, and the skill breakdown is 10 points in mastery, and then the rest dumped in reverse. The reason that I have dual curse set up on mastery is twofold. One is so that I can also apply weaken to the map bosses. A lot of map bosses are immune to decrepify, but weaken it's honestly very similar to like using a ferocity with it lowering the target damage and target defense. Um, but the main reason for mapping is the mercenary Act 3 um, lightning is holding an exile and wearing innocence, so it can proc the decrep for mob pack monsters without me having to worry about it overriding the lower resistance because I've got two curses enabled. The rest of his gear is lightning focused, faster cast rate. I realized during Senpai's stream yesterday that I still have a clean Thunder Gods. I probably should get an appropriate slam for him. He's wearing PDR Marowaks, using the new Skyfall weapon. I need to get a better one here and sock it with some facets. And then a Griffin that was a 20 lightning roll, but only hit one socket on the slam, so threw a 3/3 facet in there. But he does pretty good damage and casts Holy Shock as well. Let's see the rest of the golem here. The Iron Golem is Insight. You've probably seen the meditation aura pop up there. So that paired with the 185 rep life is really good sustain. The Snapshot gear, Grave Palm, a +4 circlet, bought a cheap F Arachnid Mesh, +3 summoning skills. I'm chasing the slam and then eventually the desecration on this. That'll be probably the most expensive, like min-maxing piece of the build left. And then the head is a +3 summoning, +3 mages. At the time I bought this, I thought it was the only one on the market, but I thought the +3 Iron Golem was going to be helpful too. But I think there's a mechanism built in to prevent like over snapshotting of Iron Golems. You'll see when I like switch to this head from the Sacred Totem, like if I was getting ready to run this next map, which we'll do in a second, and I want to swap out all my gear, the insight does drop there. Um, so anyway, I'll swap the rest of the gear, and then I've just got Iron Golem hotkeyed, so I can uh, get back. Got to make sure not to forget him when you go to your next game. Oh, Kareen, second source. That's awesome. I look forward to seeing that video. Um, and anyway, this is the character now. So when he's in his snapshot gear, the mages will spawn new game at level 55, and then I will swap to the Sacred Totem with the rest of the snapshot gear on to summon the revive. So they'll also be level 55 at the time of actually they'll be level 56 because I'll cast battle orders as well. But I'll do that demo, and I think one of the deterrents to snapshotting is people say that they don't want to think about it. It takes too much time. With the hotkeys that the dev team has like built into swapping gear quickly and putting stuff in the stash quickly, it actually doesn't take that much time. So maybe I can debunk that myth as well. Then we'll run this Throne of Insanity map with really high density 174. So let's do it. So I'm entering game, and I'm going to think of the clear speed as from game start, um, not just getting like fully buffed and then accounting for it. So we'll switch to the Sacred Totem, summon the Golem, summon the rest of these Night Lords. And it took 37 seconds, and now we're in. And the cadence here is cast the curse, teleport in. I've got the blood warp set to like anywhere in that like level 27 to 30 blood warp is a pretty good cadence, I think. And the rep life obviously is working. You'll see I haven't had a potion yet. Being smart to recast the bone armor periodically. He's got over 10k defense. So you see the playstyle is pretty smooth. I don't claim to be a map running pro. I don't know, I'm not trying to enter any time trails here about what percentage of clear is required or when you start the clock, when you stop the clock. I'm just trying to grind out items, gain experience. Well, we'll look at the map boss here in a second, and then maybe I will just withhold from doing the second half of the map on the recording, because I think you probably get the idea. I guess one important caveat of this build, I see the timer starting to wind down on the battle orders. I do not plan to recast it, because swapping away from the wand and shield would kill the 4 extra revives and 2 extra mages, and I don't want to have to go back and summon other revives. The hit points just aren't worth it. He reps so much life and he has such high defense that it's really not an issue. So he's back down to 1208 life now, and it still feels like plenty for me. Alright, we'll stop right here. But that's through a little bit over half the map. So it's not the fastest, but it is really strong. No chance of dying during that. Other things that I guess I left out, we've got an Annie prioritizing experience. I think I'm at a 99 in. Torch is pretty good. And then some skillers. Um, room for improvement here. One with faster hit recovery, paired with a res charm with hit recovery to hit the 16 breakpoint. You could go higher on that. Might feel a little bit better, but I don't get hit all that often, honestly. 30 fast cast breakpoint. All the res is overcapped to the point where I've actually got plenty of space for these like magic find charms. 1 mana life charm, because why not? And and then could swap to this 3 version of the armor for Uber Tristram, as well as swap out the Geed for just a couple of extra fire res charms. Hits the all the overcap needs that you would need for Trist to make that really easy too. So I think that's it. Super fun build. Wanted to go a little bit more in depth in the showcase. Let me know if you have any questions about it, especially the replenished life thing is something that's new for me, but been having some fun with it. So thank you.